It's about that time, man. Our brother Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. What up, Jeff?
Good morning, good brother. Good to be with you all this morning. I got 3 things for you. The first is, many of us know that the Supreme Court is poised to make several decisions public as early as today. And in anticipation of that, Rick, I don't know if you heard that there was a man that came from California to Washington, D.C. to Justice Kavanaugh's house with gun, duct tape, scissors, and literally before doing anything, called 911 on himself, saying that he had suicidal thoughts. And when the police came and arrested him, he told them that he came there from California to go into Justice Kavanaugh's house and kill him. So he is now literally being indicted on attempted murder charges. And the Senate, I believe, is moving forward with an emergency bill to protect Supreme Court justices in anticipation not only of guns, but also of Roe v. Wade. And so I don't know if there's ever been a time where no matter what the decision was, that, and I don't know the history of it, I'm gonna try to find that out, that there's been a protective order to increase security for Supreme Court justices in anticipation of decisions that they're getting ready to make. So we continue to be in just an insane place. And not only do our politics, but everything in response to those politics are showing that. We talked a little bit on Tuesday about what was happening in California and how places that had traditionally been liberal or progressive are changing their tune. And we don't know if it's totally shifts in demographics, but we do know cities like San Francisco and Los Angeles have almost always been, they are 2 of the most liberal cities in the country. And what they did, they registered their concern. They recalled District Attorney Bowden around concerns that he was advancing progressive policies as a national criminal justice reform advocate at the cost of their safety. And then we saw Representative Karen Bass defeated by a Republican who became a Democrat earlier this year in the mayor's race in Los Angeles. And so if you got 2 of the most liberal cities in the country saying that their bigger concerns are public safety, man, we got something coming. Last but not least, y'all, before I get out of here, which I think is some good news, many of you that follow the NFL know that Byron Allen, Robert Smith, Magic Johnson were all rumored to be pursuing ownership in the Denver Broncos. Well, none of them were part of the group that won. The Walton family that owns Walmart is the group that just bought the team, and they bought it for $4.65 billion, which is a record amount for an American sports team. But the bigger piece, Rick, is Melanie Hobson, who is the co-lead at Ariel Investment, is the chair of the board of Walmart, is part of that Walton group. So we don't know what her equity stake is in that team, but she is now one of the part owners of the Denver Broncos. So before we had a black man as a co-owner in an NFL team, we have now got Melanie Hobson, who is a part of an ownership group of the Denver Broncos. So while we're not celebrating the NFL because of that, but we are saying that we now have a sister as part of the ownership group in the NFL. And hopefully this is a turn in the right direction. I don't know if they're going to report what her actual equity stake is. We know that she is incredibly wealthy, as are the Waltons. But again, we now have a sister as part of an ownership group of an NFL team. So big up to Melody Hobson, not only for this, but for how she just continues to represent black excellence. Those are 3 things I got for you, Rick. Y'all can hit me at Jeff's Nation on IG. Y'all have a great Thursday, brother.